106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
Wow!
Welcome back to the Blues Brothers Minute, which brings you the Blues Brothers 2 minutes at a time. I am one of your many hosts. My name is Tom Taylor. I'm here with your old friend Mike DiMaria. Hello, Mike.
Hello, but it's not many, it's 3.
That's more than 2? I don't know. It's actually as many as I've ever had. I don't know.
I would just say one of your hosts. If there was like 5 of us,
I'm one of your hosts.
One of your many hosts.
One of the 3 hosts?
Enough of this noise, man.
Okay. I'm host 1 of 3. Mike is 2 of 3, and then 3 of 3 is this guy over here, Dan Lewis. Welcome, Dan.
Yeah, thank you. They say 2's a crowd, and 3's many.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. That's what I was going for.
4
3
is
many.
company.
That show?
That's the weird thing.
I know. They did a little twist on it for the TV show.
No.
Wait, with
I
3
didn't
is
wa-
company.
I didn't
Wait
want
just
the
a
TV
minute.
show to come up.
You always want the TV show to come up.
Yeah, I'm a Mr. Roper, man. Go ahead.
Yeah. Guy's a
I've been
genius.
watching those shows on Antenna TV.
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and I was watching Three's Company yesterday, and I was also caught an old episode of Barney Miller.
Oh, nice.
Fish.
Great
I like
show.
fish.
Yeah.
Abe the Goat.
Wait, was that Barney Miller? No, yeah. Was there another cop show?
Philip Fish played Barney on Barney Miller, I think.
Did the show you were watching have Hal Linden as
that's Barney Miller. Yeah.
mustachioed? Was it New York? It was New York, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I
Yeah.
assume so.
And the Japanese guy,
Yeah, Jack Sue.
Jixu. But the plot was a little strange because it was this woman came in and said, I've been assaulted and I was raped, and it got quiet.
By a
And
clown,
then
maybe? Was it by any
No,
chance?
then she said, and he goes, well, who was the perpetrator? And she pulled out like a framed picture from her purse, and everybody laughed, the laugh track or whatever, the live track. And she goes,
Right.
she goes, who's this guy? You carry around a picture, and he goes, yeah, it's my husband.
Whoa.
And he was like, he forced himself on me. And the whole episode was about, is that
husband.
really rape?
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. And
What
it was
can't
like,
believe it.
bendery is this?
and one of the guys was like, he is, he does have certain conjugal rights.
Oh.
And, it was kind of like, it was like this whole like gray area. And then the DA got involved. They called the DA for some advice, and she came down because it was a woman, and she was very like, we're going to prosecute.
Oh, wow.
And they went and got the guy, and he's like just some schlub.
Mhm.
And he was like, yeah. And it turned out to be they just had this big comedic episode of, he just has to be a little more, bring her flowers and, maybe put on a record and dance
Just
a
be
little
nice
to get her
to
in
her,
the
and then
mood.
you can have dominion over her body all you want.
Right. How many flowers exactly does it take?
And in the end, that's all she
to earn
wanted.
you
She's
the
like,
right to just do
she's
whatever.
like, do you really mean it, Charlie? She's like, yeah, we'll get some
boy.
records. Can we get some candles too? Yeah, we'll get some candles. And she's like, okay, then we can do anything. And he's like, well, and his last line was like, yeah, whatever's legal. And then he walked away.
Oh my
like
goodness.
like in
Can
his
you
mind,
imagine?
he would like to do more things, but they're illegal.
Right. And we're the audience is just left to our imaginations to figure out what the hell he was talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
This
Wow.
this would no longer be a laugh track moment in a modern sitcom. It'd be more of a Dudley
No.
cough.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. In the hashtag Me Too era, this wouldn't go over too well.
No.
Absolutely
No.
not.
Boy, that's bizarre.
Yeah.
Boy, the 70s, huh?
Imagine how many things there are like that we don't know about. Hidden episodes of, Barney
Oh, yeah.
Miller and I guess MASH or something.
Well, and it was all over the place. Like when the DA came in, it was like this young woman, and they were all like falling over themselves.
Oh,
to try-
what?
Yeah, and like one they would go.
A
one was, like,
lady lawyer?
Yeah. No, but they were also trying to like get her attention, and they went and like put cologne on. But the whole point is she's down there to investigate a rape case, and like nobody's taking it that
Right.
seriously because hey, it's your husband. He couldn't possibly do that. How does this even possible?
Wow.
And they're just laughing in the audience.
King Solomon couldn't untie this knot of legality and social norms.
Yeah, let's
My
check
God.
in with Great Caesar's ghost to see what he can do. All right, let's get to the
It's like that All in the Family where they spent the entire episode trying to realize that a woman could be a doctor. There's like some riddle about like the doctor walks in.
Oh,
and,
right. I
you know,
can't
the
operate
kid's
on this
fought,
son.
I can't operate on my own son. No, but the dad was killed. How can it be what? It was his mother. She comes running down the stairs like having this brainstorm.
Oh, Watchy! It was his mother.
Yeah. Everyone goes to bed that night thinking, gosh, All in the Family. I got to hand it to you, television.
Yeah.
You made me think.
So just as your head hits the pillow, what do they think of next? A lady doctor. Can you imagine?
One of these days.
Do you want to jump into the minute? Or...
Yeah.
Well, just do it already. Don't just do it.
We got a little derailed, but in a pleasant way, talking about the old days of television.
Yeah.
But here we're talking about a movie from 1980.
Right.
The movie's called The Blues Brothers. We're going to talk about minutes 15 and 16 today. And these minutes begin with the Penguin asking Jake to repeat what he just said, because he just told her that she was up shit creek. And he calmly explains that when she refused their help for money, he had said that she was up shit creek. And so she beats both him and Elwood savagely with a ruler. And she sends Jake down the stairs in his desk chair.
You just did the show.
I'm telling you what, it's 2 minutes. I'm
No,
trying to
but
kind
you
of
say
fill it in a little bit.
No,
instead of
No,
just
but
like
you
the
say
bookends of
you
the...
say it begins with the Penguin asking you to repeat
You want me
yourself.
to do that?
And it
just
ends,
do the beginning and just do the end?
It ends with sliding on down to the Triple Rock.
Okay, but okay, I could do that. But think about this. Think about the casual listener who maybe hasn't seen the Blues Brothers recently, and they're going to be thinking, "Oh wait, is this the time when he actually goes down the stairs in the desk?
But that's the show.
Or is this another minute? Like, what am I expecting to see?
But that's the show.
Or hear? All right, Dan, what do you think?
I don't understand what you mean. That's the show. I think I agree, but
he just talked through about 40 seconds of the minute.
I'm just giving the bullet points of what happens in the 2
bookends.
minutes.
You just
give the
bookend it.
bookends.
You just want the bookends.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's too late now. Just go ahead. Just do the show.
Have you ever done this
No.
before?
Yeah.
I know for a fact that you've done this over 100 times just with us.
Yes, but that was for single 60-second minutes. This is like 120 seconds, which is almost twice
Still
as
give the
long.
All right.
bookends.
Well,
And I
yeah,
want to make
okay.
sure that
then.
people
And
have in
that's-
their heads what this chunk of minutes is like before we start talking about them.
In that case, at the most, we need 4 bookends. One at the beginning of the first
Oh my
minute, one at
God.
the end of the first minute, one at the beginning of the second minute, one at the end of the second minute.
Sweet Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then the end bookend of the first minute and the start bookend of the second minute would be identical.
You
They'd be
convinced
seconds
me.
apart.
Then only 3.
All right.
Fucked it all up.
You know what? Who cares? Okay, he goes down the desk and they find Curtis, who looks just like Cab Calloway, and he says that they got to get that money to the Cook County's assessor's office in 11 days. The end. Okay, fine.
Good job.
Everybody's happy.
That was good.
Fuck you all. Thank you.
Again, Kathleen Freeman, a.k.a. the Penguin, formerly Sister Mary Stigmata, as we discussed last time.
Now she's formerly, because she's not playing her anymore.
You know, I knew how I don't know if this came up in the last episode, but I knew how I recognized her. I mean, obviously she's been in a million things, but my favorite is the Nutty Professor, as the kind of I believe she's like the secretary for the dean of the school or like some admin that works there.
In the original?
In the original. And she's supposed
Okay.
to be, I knew that I recognized her, and she's Miss Lemon. And she's the one who, like, occasionally, Buddy Love comes up and she goes, "Oh, he's a gas." And then, then the guy from Beverly Hillbillies or whatever goes, looks at her like, "What'd you just say?" And she realizes that she just slipped into, like, 60s teen lingo.
Yeah.
It's very similar to the role that the woman played in Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
He's a
When
righteous
she goes,
dude.
yeah, the righteous dude. Like, she slips into, like, the teenage talk, and that's, like, the joke.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But
That
it's
sounds identical.
Yeah, it's a 60s version of that. But, yeah, original Nutty Professor, one of my very favorite films of all time.
I'm not positive that I've seen it.
All right.
Well.
You won't.
I won't. I'll add it to the list of movies that you love that I will never see.
Tom, the
because
Nutty
of that.
Professor is an absolute tour de force of awesomeness. I can't
It's too
even
bad I'll
begin
never
to
know.
tell you.
I have no desire.
I wish you hadn't
I
said
have no
anything.
desire to watch that either.
You're not understanding how weird and artistic it is.
Yeah,
It's
I'm just-
a very
I can't
weird
take
movie.
much of Jerry Lewis though. I just can't do it.
Oh, me neither. I can't stand him I can't handle him as a person.
That-
Yeah.
We were
he's a
talking
terrible.
about we were talking about Robin Williams a while ago, and it's almost the same thing. Like seeing him in interviews, he's insufferable, but sometimes in a movie you love him.
He's a
So maybe the
massive
same is true of-
asshole, which has nothing to do with the fact he's Barry Bonds. Okay, he's great.
Whoever that
He has greatness, and he made this one movie the way he wanted to make it, and it's like you cannot deny its greatness if you see it. It is undeniable.
All right. So you're saying I shouldn't, before sitting down to see the movie, I shouldn't watch his Dick Cavett interview.
He is such.
beforehand, where he's
He
just
might
like
be the
such
world's
a
biggest
pud.
asshole
Oh
in
yeah,
history.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're
really
talking
might
about Jerry
be.
Lewis,
Like if you
right?
take
he's
the
horrible.
body count out of it, he's ahead of like Mussolini and those guys.
You take actual bloodthirsty murder out of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you're
And
just going on
assholery.
character and
yeah. I
And-
just
Yeah.
how big
Yeah.
of an asshole is he at dinner?
no.
You know, like he's number one, I think.
Yeah, because at
it's
least
entirely
if you got
possible.
Mussolini and Hitler in a room, they would talk about art. They would talk about classical music.
Mhm.
They were cultured.
Mhm.
Now let's take it easy
Yeah.
here, because I'm these are out on the airwaves. I am not at all saying there was
Hitler, my kind
No,
of guy, says
I
Mike
did
DiMaria.
not say that. I said
Would
that,
like to have dinner with Mussolini.
no. Let's not. I'm going to back this up. I'm walking this back because I'm very fragile right now.
Italians stick together.
And we're going to get in there. We're going to get into this in a few minutes. That I'm very fragile and raw and vulnerable. All right.
Yes, we know you've been down a long road.
Well, you wouldn't know because you decided to go on vacation for 2 weeks and couldn't log in
Wah.
from wherever you are. I go across the world and I wake up at 3 a.m. so that we could do this shit show.
Yeah, you guys played that card on me while I was on vacation with my family, and I was like, you know what? Mike, yes, he calls in from Italy and whatever,
No,
and all
Italy,
points in between
Italy,
and stuff.
Schmiddly.
Whatever,
I've
wherever
called
the
in
hell
from
you were.
India. I've called in from the Republic of Georgia. I've called in from.
Yeah.
I called in from.
Yeah, but you were by yourself.
Who
you know,
cares?
you were there
Who
for
the
work. You probably wanted to
hell
go do something
cares?
else.
I got up.
I'm with my family. I had plans.
So what?
And things.
They can
and
deal with it
I had
for
to
a
get fancy
friggin'
donuts.
hour. You know, they could put it. I called in from a hut in the fucking Serengeti, my friend.
You did.
I did.
No, you're a pro.
No, I'm
Fuck
not a
you,
pro.
Tom.
You did.
I'm not a pro. I prioritize, and that's probably why I lost my mind.
Oh,
And so during this
No,
time,
it's- yeah.
I said I was going on a sabbatical from work for 4 weeks to get into the hospital. You know, outpatient program for God blessed depression. All right.
Now, can I stop you right there for 1 second?
Yes.
Because I think when you were first talking about this, you were saying it was 2 weeks. Did I just
Well,
have
I
that wrong?
didn't. No, I said it's.
Okay.
I was thinking I'd get out of there in 2 weeks. Like I can only 2 weeks is all I need. You know, it's a 4 week
Right.
program. You know,
Yeah.
4 fucking weeks.
You get out
Right?
with good behavior.
Wow.
2 weeks.
Yeah, well, that's the whole point. That's the whole. Let me tell you something. You hit the nail on the
By
head.
which
when
I
you
mean
go into-
normal behavior.
Yeah. Yeah, when you normalize, you get in there, and you
Yeah.
and they let you out. No, I
don't
just
like
decided.
this outpatient. I was picturing you like Ethel Merman in Airplane.
Y'all be good. Y'all be great.
Gonna
No, but
have the whole
no.
world on a plate.
No, but during this program, there was a couple times where I almost went in, where I left
really?
and I came home, and it was, it was a. Let me tell you something. When you start,
You almost took the blue pill.
no, when you start excavating, all right, when you start saying, okay, I'm going to go down a couple meters of the shit that's in my head and my heart and in my brain
Keep digging,
and in my
buddy.
soul.
Yeah.
When you go to, when you go to your therapist, you only dig a little bit. When you decide to go in, and you're in with the muggers, the buggers, the what was the line from Blazing Saddles?
Oh yeah. Wranglers, rustlers,
Pugs and thugs and mugs and
Harvey Korman.
and it ends with like dipshits and nitwits and I gotta revisit that one. No, I'm not saying that any of those were there.
That's so hilarious.
Yeah, that's the best line. And no,
Muggers and buggers,
buggers and yeah.
cutthroats, murderers, bounty hunters, desperados, mugs, pugs, thugs, nitwits, halfwits, dimwits.
Yeah. And when you get down to the sludge at the bottom, you damn near lose your mind. And it all starts
Wow.
to come out, and it all starts to. I had a few weekends where I was just inconsolable while Tom was in California. All right,
I had a great
and
time.
I think that would have
Tom,
been the
it
time.
seemed-
That would have been the time to get me on you know, when ideations and strange thoughts are going through my head.
Now, in theory, that sounds like $1 million, but would that actually have
What?
panned out well as a good
What?
podcast?
What
I'm
the
just saying,
fuck?
now, in
Let me
terms
tell you
of the
something.
show,
Let me tell you something.
would that have? No. I'm saying, would that
It
have
depends
actually
on your
been
insurance
entertaining, or would
company.
have been like way too much, or would have been very weird or very uncomfortable, or is it better to get it now through the filter of a little bit of hindsight,
No,
and you're in a better place, etc.?
no.
I
This
see
would
what
have
he's saying.
Okay.
no, but he's wrong. This would have rocketed right to the top of the download list.
Note the time.
Yes. And I was
wrong.
listening. Let me tell you. I was listening to an interview with Alice Cooper the other day. All right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was because he's
Get him
a
on.
big advocate for mental health, and he said he went through a stretch of depression, and he said it didn't last very long, but he's a very religious guy, and he said it was as if God was saying, "You want to know what depression is, Alice? Let me give you a little taste of what depression is." And he said it was the worst thing he's ever faced in his life. And
Wow.
so let me tell you something, motherfucker. I don't
me?
know why I'm calling you that, but I think you're a fine.
I'm
You're a
understanding.
fine.
I'm your
Yeah, you're
friend.
upstanding. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
But
love you, Mike.
and when you start digging, when you get the shovel and you start digging through it, it gets scary, and it gets
Sure.
it gets scary. I've turned the corner, all right,
Good.
and you've missed the dark stuff that would have been gold.
See, I think I might be glad that I missed the dark
No.
stuff.
No, because
Does that make me a bad friend?
I'll tell you right now, you got to.
Or a bad podcaster?
I'm gonna work on you now because we're gonna get you digging,
Uh-oh.
and we're gonna get to
Oh,
the
God.
to the muck that's in there. And we're gonna get you crying. All right.
The Tootsie Roll Center?
Yeah, we're gonna get to the center of the Tootsie Pop.
All right.
But they tweaked my medication. They did all sorts of things. You know.
Wow. I kind of want to ask, how do you dig to the muck and mire at the bottom? How do you get? Is it all like group
It's all
stuff? Is it
group.
like
It's-
one-on-one
no, it's-
stuff?
You
Is
get a
it-
little bit of
okay.
one-on-one. You want to go through my day real quick?
Sure.
It's the same every
Yeah,
day.
let's-
All right. You get in there.
We're gonna get to the Blues Brothers. Don't worry.
You get in there.
Put that phone down.
You get in
We're
there.
getting
I walk into the hospital, right? I take the elevator down. Beyond the lower level, I lose my cell signal, okay? I go from the
man.
first floor to the lower level to the basement. Go down, there's no cell signal. You know, it's down there where where the nuclear place is where they do the, the imaging down there, I go
yeah.
walk right into the patient lounge. There's a little lounge there, where where there's puzzles and whatnot. And I get a cup of decaf Sanka that's there. And then I stuff my pockets full of graham crackers, right? And so they have these individually
A mooch.
they've individually packed Nabisco graham crackers with 2 in there. All right. And
Sounds
I
horrible.
sit there and there's always this older guy, retired guy, beautiful man, who was born in Pakistan, and he's retired and he's going through his own depressions. He's always making tea, and I say always, tea time, and he goes, yes, tea time. And when I was going through my tough times, every day he would try to sell me on electroconvulsive therapy that he's going through. He
Whoa.
would tell me that it's the best thing, you should try it. And I'm like, not today, and I'm not ready yet. I'm giving it a few more weeks. Yeah.
Right.
So then I go and you sit in the circle, and you start the day with goals group. So you sit there and they give you a sheet with all your medications on it, and you have to sign to say, yes, these are the medications I'm taking. Nothing's changed. If you change your medication, you have to write it in there. Then you have to sign that say, I'm taking it as needed. Yes, yes, yes. And then they ask you, they go around the room and they say, rate your mood 1 to 100. 1 being horrifying and 100 being great. And you have to say, okay, today I'm a 35. Describe your mood in 1 word. Well, I'm a little nervous today. Okay. How do you feel physically? I'm a little tired. Didn't sleep much. Okay. How'd you
And
do
this
on
is
your
written
goal?
down, or this is like
No,
your
you say it to the group.
okay.
And then
All right.
they write it down. They're taking notes. Then they say, well, and they say, how'd you do on your goals yesterday? Well, I said I was going to go home and take a shower. I did that. Oh, that's great. I said I was going to go and run some errands. I did that.
I gotta say,
okay.
this sounds like a piece of cake so far.
Yeah, and they say, well, what's your goals for tonight? Well, I'm going to do this, that, and the other thing. Okay, great. What's your goal in the program today? Well, I'm going to work on, coping with anxiety. Okay, great. So you do that. Then from there, that takes an hour. Then from there, you go into intense small group psychotherapy, and that's where you go and you delve into the nuts and bolts. All right, that's an hour. Then you come back, and then they have psych ed, which we'll talk about. They talk about cognitive behavioral therapy and all these other things. Right, and then you go to lunch, and then you come back, and then there's one more session after that. And that's just could be occupational therapy, it could be medication education, or coping with this, that, and the other thing. You see what I'm saying? Right?
Yeah.
And then right. And then once a week you have a one-on-one with your therapist who leads the group, right? Right. And then about two times a week your doctor comes over and sees you. Right? You have a one-on-one with your doctor, with your psychiatrist, right?
Right.
That's the day. Every day for 4 weeks.
Wow.
Let me tell you something.
Wow.
I'm going to tell you something. I'm going on.
When do you eat the graham crackers?
I eat them all day long. I eat like 17 packs a day. So I told them, and I joke all the time. I said, when I leave here, I'm going to have to buy, I'm going to have to go to Costco and get graham crackers and keep them at work. Because it's the only thing that calms me down now is graham crackers.
Oh, my God.
And I'm starting to crack jokes like this one woman was talking about, work keeps calling me, I'm on leave, and they keep telling me to bring my phone back or they're going to call the police. And she goes,
Wait, what?
She's on leave. She's yes, she's on leave from work.
Oh, okay.
And work keeps saying, bring the phone back. And she's like, I'm really full of anxiety to go back. And I was like, you know what? Let's all go with you. And you could, and if your boss gives you any trouble, you say, I brought my gang from the psych ward down to as my support.
Yeah. Do you appreciate that?
Yeah, everybody laughs. It's good times. Let me tell you something.
It could be serious.
Let me tell you something.
Okay.
This is gonna be after I finish on Friday, right? Right.
Yeah.
This is the best goddamn thing I've ever done in my life.
Oh, awesome.
The hardest.
That's good to hear. I'm sort of suspecting that, but it's good to hear you say that.
Yeah.
The hardest thing I've ever done. It'll be the best thing I ever done.
That's incredible.
And I was freaking out last week. I was like, this isn't working. I was picturing myself, 70-year-old guy, feeling the same shit, and my life's gone. I can't do this. My doctor said, you know what? I can't give you anything else. We've tweaked your medicine. We've done this. We've done that. She's like, she's like, let me tell you something. There's millions of people that would change places with you right now. She goes, there's a lot of them.
Wow.
She goes, there's half that room. Most of the people in that room would. I said, I know that. And she goes, my only medication, and I think your cure is you got to start practicing gratitude. I said, what? Tell me more about this gratitude.
Wow.
She goes, I want you now to start writing down everything you're grateful for. And I'm like, okay. And she goes, because that's all I can offer you now. We've done everything. There's nothing left. But she was testing me. So I got my little book and I started writing it down. I'm grateful for this waffle that I'm eating right now. I'm grateful that I was able to do this with my daughter, blah, blah, blah. So I started doing
podcast.
I haven't gotten that far yet. I'll do it after this. After this, I'll write down. I'm very grateful that I have two very nice friends that I have a podcast with.
Oh.
All right.
See?
Right. But I started doing it.
Right.
And then anytime I started getting freaked out, I started writing it all down. Nothing but grateful. And it started to go away. The panic started to go away.
Wow.
So I carried this little book around.
That's weird when you're doing stuff like this and you start to get results. That's crazy.
Well, yes,
That's great.
Exactly. It's like it's that easy. Just remember you're in the moment and there's great things around you all the time. And you're not, but I write like 10 pages a day of things that I'm grateful for. So I'm overdoing it, but
That's
it's
awesome.
working. All right. So I could go back the other way. It still remains to be seen. But as for right now, I'm okay. I'll tell you one quick funny story and then we'll get back to the movie. Okay.
Let's get through it real quick.
Yeah, let's get through it real quick. The woman's afraid of the size of her opening. Her what? Her opening.
Or what?
All right. No. Oh, Jesus. Okay, no. So there's this one guy in there that's a great guy, and he's funny, and he keeps going to the emergency room. He's been in the emergency room a ton of times whenever he has panic attacks. Then one day he just stopped coming. And so we're all like quietly saying, what? And I'm not going to say any names, but he goes, I would just lean over to the guy next to him like, he hasn't been here. And he's like, no, I'm kind of worried about him. Because you start to worry about everybody. You know, you're always
Sure.
saying, oh, you know, is everything okay? You know, can I text you later to make sure you're okay? And so I said, I said, I got to ask him. I'll make sure I ask them if, you know, did he leave the group or is he done? I'm like, okay. So 3 or 4 days pass and I'm still wondering about it. I keep forgetting to ask. So me and this other guy are walking out on Friday and we look and here he comes down the hallway of the hospital. And he's got like 4 of these big bags with him and he's wearing slippers and his hair's all over the place.
Oh.
I go, what the hell happened? He's like, yeah, I had one of my episodes again, and I said, so you went to the emergency room. He's like, no. He goes, yeah, I did, but I just decided to check myself in. And we call it the fifth floor psych ward. And he goes, I thought I'd get more of the same of what we do over there. He goes, that's not what I got. I was like, what happened? He goes, and he just started talking about the horrors. I guess he was over there where there's a bad bunch of people. You know, it depends what kind of batch you get there.
Oh man!
And he was like, I kept telling them, he's like, hey, I just came in here to play some cards. I just came in here to play some ping pong. I don't want all that.
Where's the graham crackers?
And I said to him, I go, so now you know that's not the path. That's not the path.
Wow.
Jeez.
Because it sounded like when you first got there, you were sort of reporting like, oh, there's some characters here. There's
what's characters?
They're not kidding around.
No, there's some real issues. And I have real issues too, but there's some real issues. And I would say like 90% of the people there went through the hospital. They went in and checked themselves in. So they did the 2 weeks on the inpatient and then cycle on to this. So, but
do they look down on people like you who came in through the elevator,
through the outdoor,
right, the front door?
No.
Greasers and
no,
socias.
it's like a great bunch of people. I got lucky, and it's
awesome.
So I'll report when I'm done, and then when I relapse, you could hold me like a baby and rock me, Tom.
All right, I'm here for you. Now I'm here. I'm back from vacation, so
but you missed all the dark stuff that would have made for great podcasting. So to the listeners out there, be grateful for what you have. Everybody says that to you.
Yes.
But don't just think about it. Write it down, because it becomes real then. All right?
Yeah.
All right, let's get to this show.
That's awesome.
Gonna do
all
that.
Right. Shout out to you, Mike.
Shout out to you.
All right. So Mike is not getting hit with a ruler. The Blues Brothers are.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the first great minute of the movie?
Mm-hmm. I like
it. Might be.
I like when the guy hits him with the billy club in the cell. And it really sounds like a side of beef sometimes, and other times it doesn't.
Yeah.
But this is, I find lots funny, but I'm a sucker sometimes for, if it's done right, the kind of Three Stooges kind of slapstick stuff with just whacking somebody with a stick, and this is a really good example of it, I think.
Yeah.
And it also...
I love the back and forth, just smacking them.
But then there's also that sense of when they start swearing back and forth, it kind of gets muffled. You know, like it's just made up words. And then every once in a while you hear, son of a bitch. And they'll be like, Jesus Christ. Rackham,
right. A Monday noodle.
It's a clinker.
All right, we're done with that movie.
Yeah, I like when she does that. And
that's right, we did that movie already.
I like the joke of when, and I got to admit, John Belushi, this may be one of his selling points, is where, you know, you say something and it gets you in trouble, and then sometimes it's played in movies not for a joke, but someone asks you to repeat it, and then you sound like you're being more careful. The way you say it, and then you just say the same thing.
Well, because she's like, what did you just say? He's like, we offered to help, and they think he's going to stop right there. Like he was going to say, he said all this thing, you're up Schitt's Creek, and she just smacks him and goes, what did you just say? I just said we offered to help. And then it's like, oh, okay.
Right.
And then he goes,
you
refused. And then I said, you're really up Schitt's Creek.
It's great because it sounds like he's about to be more diplomatic, but really he's just very slowly working through it as though she didn't, as though she's a dummy.
Yeah, it's kind of like,
it could also
like
read
Funkhauser.
As though
like Funkhauser saying, let me just get through
Her
it.
opening?
Let me just get through it.
Let's just get through it.
Her what?
Repeat this exact
Her
story
opening.
to you again. I was saying recently in an episode that I love John Belushi, but I don't quite get the cult around him, the mystique, the whatever.
Yeah, the genius label.
A scene like this, the scene like this, you're kind of like, okay, that guy really did have something. This guy was he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
Like we offered to help you. You refused our money. It's just very like, because you're saying it that like, you think he's just going to be totally diplomatic this time. But it does also read like he is relishing that he's going to end up with. So it seems like you're up shit's creek.
Yeah. You know what this is like?
And then just take the beating. And like they know it's coming. And he's in it.
It's worth a smack on the hand.
Well, you know what this is like?
Yeah.
This is like the scene in True Romance when Dennis Hopper knows he's going to die.
Yes.
And he tells.
Oh,
sure. He asks for the cigarette. Can I have one of those Chesterfields?
One of the all-time greatest.
Yeah, and then
I think I will have one of those Chesterfields.
Because he knows he's dead. And he knows he's going to go out with completely insulting the hell out of this guy. And it's like, that. He's
he's going to kill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he knows that. And so John Belushi knows he's going to get hit again. But he's going to enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's going to stretch it
And
out.
the Penguin knows that he's going to get hit again.
He's going to get his money's worth.
Yeah, he's going to get his money's worth, and he's going to get shot in the head.
Oh,
everybody in the room knows exactly what's going to happen.
It's the greatest scene ever. Mm-hmm. It's so good.
Yeah.
Kudos to Quentin Tarantino for writing that. He wrote that movie, and that has got his name all over it.
Mm-hmm. I like this one better, though.
I do too.
I'm a Blues Brothers man myself.
I
think I only saw that once, that True Romance.
I like them both.
All right.
He didn't direct
for lots of movies.
He only wrote it.
No. Oh, that's like Tony Scott, wasn't it?
That's right.
I'm not into that Tony Scott.
No.
He died, and I'm sorry for him and his family, but at least he won't make any more movies.
Right.
It's got that going for him, which is nice.
It is nice. He's not enjoying the same Halo effect as John Belushi.
That is true.
Right.
Yeah, no one's saying, Revenge with Kevin Costner. That was like right up there with The Godfather. Don't ask me where he pulled that one out of.
That was a good one.
You fat penguin.
You stupid fat penguin. She's really wailing on them, too. She breaks that thing right over Dan Aykroyd's head. Mm-hmm. Fuck this noise.
That's so great. Just right over.
And him going down the stairs in that thing, I don't care if it's him or a stuntman or whatever, but whoever it was is the greatest performer of all time.
It is the
going
greatest.
Down the stairs in that seat desk thing.
Well, I can't believe that's a stunt.
Well, it could be just a dummy too.
I don't know. I think that's a dude.
It can't be.
I think we're watching a guy fall down the stairs.
Well, there's like just no way that could be a real person. There's
what's really frightening though? What's really frightening is I don't know. So I'm assuming that the Penguin, that's her office, right?
Right.
But maybe her apartment or where she sleeps is up there too, right? Maybe.
Oh,
could be. You got Cab Calloway in the boiler room. You got her up at the top of that staircase. But if you look at the staircase when it comes down, the orphans' beds are right at the bottom of that staircase.
Yep.
Yeah.
So they got to sleep and stare up at that huge cross that's tilted downward, and knowing that the bane of their existence is living up there at the top of those stairs too.
Can't sleep. Christ will eat me.
Yeah.
Can't sleep. Christ will eat me.
But there's a hole because all the beds are laid out right there at the foot of that staircase.
Yeah. It's full Madeline Annie business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, minus the massive bloody crosses.
Exactly.
Tortured Christ.
And then she does that. She's on like a dolly or something.
Yeah.
She's like, she tells him to not come back until whatever and stuff, and she just sort of fades back into the room.
I've always loved that moment.
Until you've redeemed yourself.
Can we go back to there is a weird overhead shot of her smacking him on the top of the staircase, which is it is absolutely, and I do not doubt in one bit that this is a reference to Psycho.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Martin Balsam's about to get it.
Yep, exactly. At the top of the staircase. It's everything's the same. Like even the angle of the staircase, the situation of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Situation.
I'm not going to remember to do this, but it'd be great to just post a GIF of that that fall down the stairs.
I can't
Yeah, you won't
believe
over and over and over again.
it does look like a real person, but why?
I swear it's a guy. There's nothing that reads like dummy about it.
There isn't. But how could someone have pulled off that? It's absolutely the most amazing stunt in the history of stunt people, and I don't give a shit.
I mean,
you could
John
jump off a
Belushi's a
building
big
in one of
guy,
those big billowy pillow things, all you want, and that is nowhere near as dangerous as what this, I'll say, guy is doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking insane.
I mean, the guy could be like hugely padded to, he could be like a skinny dude padded out
neck,
to,
your neck.
John Belushi, but still, his head's gonna come off.
I mean, I don't know who is. We got to find out. Now I'm obsessed with this.
If only this were a well-documented film and we could look up the making of it or something.
All right, okay.
That's what we should do.
Because because when I was watching it, I just assumed it was a dummy, honestly.
Oh yeah.
But now that you mention it, and I went through frame by frame, I'm just utterly amazed that they didn't use a dummy for this.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's incredible. That's dedication. That that's the stamp of this whole movie. Is there's a lot of things they could have like done probably more fakey and cheapy, but they drive through a mall, they drive through Chicago, they wreck a bunch of stuff, they run over Nazis, they go all in.
You know what? I'm looking at IMDb at the stunt people.
Yeah.
And they're
all dead.
There's easily 80 names here.
Well, they're all in that car chase scene, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's probably a few in that Winnebago too.
Sure. Don't you say a fucking word.
Stein. Oh, there's so much to get to.
I know.
Is that
It's gonna be a good year?
The stunt people often have like different names than, like, the stunts are by May Boss, stunts as Mary Boss, Gilbert B. Combs as Gilbert Combs, Bill Couch as William J. Couch, and then you got a guy named Champ Donut as quote the Champ Donut.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a guy. Yeah.
I think we're digging too deep now.
Well, I'm just saying I happened to look up the stunt people.
Yeah, but it's a little too much though.
Well, it's a little weird, don't you think?
That's what I mean. It's a little weird. I don't need to know that. It lessens it for me. I don't want.
Okay, fine. One more. There's a guy named Jonathan Pendragon, and then he's as Jonathan Yarborough.
Sure.
Yeah, see, that's it's starting to aggravate me now.
All right.
And I'm working real hard.
Well, I'm sorry. This is all about not aggravating you.
Mike's the most delicate part of the entire audience, and he's sitting right here.
I'm not delicate. I'm strong. I'm stronger than any of you.
You are strong. You're a powerhouse, and you have a lot to be grateful for.
You're afraid to goddamn cry.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to cry. I just don't know how to.
Well, I'm coming over, and I'm going to show you how to cry. You're going to see it.
All right.
He can cry though when there's a couple of movies that always make him cry. Remind me what those.
Yeah. Put on the Incredibles, the jet scene where they're all going to get blown up. Abort, abort, abort.
Yeah.
God.
I'm mad as hell, and I can't take it. I'm not going to take it anymore from
it doesn't
Network.
It's ridiculous.
And what was the other? Oh, Tommy Lee Jones going crazy 8 bonkers on the guys who were beating up Ricky Schroeder in Lonesome Dove. That's a complicated one because you got to know a lot about what's going on in that scene.
Oh God, I just can't take it anymore.
Let's bring it back, Mike.
Mike, you've grown so much.
You've
grown so more tolerant of
me
and my.
He does this. He cry.
Stuff.
He's a cinematic crier, not in real life though. Real life doesn't make him cry, but these celluloid situations make him ball up. I'm coming over there soon.
I didn't say it was a good thing.
I'm coming over there soon, and we're gonna do some. We're gonna figure it out. Don't you worry.
This is gonna be sweet.
No, it's not for you.
Let's have the best year ever.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh boy. Hey, Cab Calloway's here.
Yeah.
Hey ho.
I like when Cab Calloway shows up, and just the second you see him, you understand everything. You understand where Jake and Elwood came from and why they're in black suits with the hats and everything.
Yeah.
They don't have to, and they don't they don't like go into that. They don't like, hey, you still got the suits I taught you how to wear.
Right.
Or, it's just you just get it. It's awesome.
Yeah. It's really good. It's a pleasure to see. Must have been a real surprise to see Cab Calloway that way.
The 70s were nuts because all these people who, like even like the early 80s, I remember like, Cary Grant was still around. Jimmy Stewart was still around.
Right.
Like all these guys from this
Cab
era
Calloway,
were still
Cab Calloway
around.
was what, late 30s, early 40s? Or was it 40s? 40s.
I actually don't know. Like his heyday?
Like,
his,
the 40s, I would say.
Yeah, it had to be the 40s because that's like the Gene Krupa era, the big band swing.
Well,
yes,
yeah,
it's the 40s.
Big band, yeah.
Like Minnie the Moocher, when was that? Like, look that one up.
That's 40s or 50s, it's got to be.
No, not 50s. No.
Every other computer.
I'm just
That
saying,
was-
maybe
that
early
was-
50s, that's all.
No, that's not 50s. That's big band era.
40s,
Yeah, it's like the mid 40s.
yeah. That big band, yeah, the sound. You know when you hear that sound, it's 40s.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm looking.
DVD.
Early years, success, 1930.
Yeah,
He
31.
took a thing.
That's why I was
31.
thinking it
I've
was.
seen lots of numbers.
I'm thinking
What?
30s. Yeah, it's 1931.
Well, that's the famous versions of that are not from. They would never do that big band sound in the 30s.
Of course they would.
No, they wouldn't. They didn't get into
Sure
that
it
yet.
was.
No, you had it right with the Gene Krupa. There was a little more bebop, boom bop.
What was that again?
Man,
Bebop.
we don't believe in discipline, man. When I telling kids what to do is like telling Gene Krupa not to go beep bang, bebop, bebop, boom.
We tried nothing, man. We're all out of ideas.
Well, think about it, because the Zoot Suits were big in the late 30s, I think, right? Or the early 30s. And that
No,
was
it-
his shtick,
it's
man.
40s.
Well,
I don't
I'm
know.
looking at one right now, and it looks like this is the 30s, man, and he's in the
All
Zoot
right.
Suit.
Yeah,
All I know about any of this stuff is what I learned from Warner Brothers cartoons. Whatever was going on, whatever they were aping in those.
well, but you know what? I guess
at that time.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so the 30s it is.
Oh, yeah, it's 1931 he wrote it. It's a jazz song's first
Yeah.
recorded. Maybe he didn't write it. I don't think he
That's
wrote
an
it.
old one.
He
Well, because it's
recorded his most
actually
famous,
No
from
idea
the
that
Betty.
song was so old.
It was written for the Betty Boop cartoon.
Oh,
Yeah.
So it's a jazz song first recorded in 1931 by Cab Calloway and his orchestra. The song
I'm
is
still
based.
sort of like,
the song is based lyrically on Frankie Half Pint Jackson's 1927 Willie the Weeper.
huh.
Oh, see.
Wow.
The lyrics are
He
heavily
doesn't get to be in the Blues Brothers.
laden with drug references. The character Smokey is described as cokey, meaning a user of cocaine.
Ah.
The phrase
I
kick
see what's
the
going on.
gong around was a slang reference to smoking opium, and opium was big in the 30s.
Ah,
Wow. Minnie the Moocher.
those were the days.
Yeah.
Huh.
Many of the
But he gets to be in
yeah,
the Blues Brothers.
the song was based on a woman was familiar figure in downtown Indianapolis, an 82-year-old woman whose real name was Minnie Gayton. She acquired the quaint nickname of the Moocher by regularly begging food from grocers and carting it off in a big baby buggy. She slept in doorways, on porches and garages. During the record-breaking blizzard, her body was found on a porch, blanketed with snow. She died of exposure. Ba-da-ba-ba.
Are we going to cover all this again in 7 or 8 months when we actually get to that scene in the movie?
Yeah.
It's going to be much longer than that, isn't it? Oh, my God.
Oh, it's,
It's going to be like 12 months.
yeah, I'll be 40. I'll be 52 by the time we get to that one.
Sweet Jesus.
Howdy, 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 howdy,
Hello.
But yeah, I miss these like late 70s, early 80s days when you could still get, you know, your Frank Sinatras, your Cab Callaways.
I don't want any
your
Frank Sinatra.
Jimmy
I'm one of the few people that cannot stand that guy.
You don't cotton at Frank Sinatra.
I cannot stand Frank Sinatra. And the whole
I know that he was a bastard and probably one of the evil
Overrated.
people of the world, but I love him.
No, I think this whole like hero worship of him is like it's like you're told you have to like him. And you have to think of him as this great
there's an element
character.
of that.
And he was a lump of shit. He was worse than Jerry Lewis, I'll tell you that right now.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that either.
Hey,
All right.
listen though.
What?
They did a thing where, do you remember where we were listening? I was listening to Stern one time, and he had Nancy Sinatra on, and she was
Yeah.
talking about how great they set her up. She was talking about how great her father was, and they said, oh yeah, well, you know, because there's all these impersonators, and you can't tell the difference. She said, well, I can tell. And then they played her a bunch of them, and she had no clue.
Oh,
And
nice.
I think his voice was kind of cool and people liked it, but I don't know if it was he quite had the kind of Tony Bennett talent level. You know,
I don't know.
I like him. He's famous and popular for what he did, but I don't know that we're talking about an extraordinary. I think I've always thought he's kind of overrated.
Exactly. Ring a ding ding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I like him.
Nobody. See if you can find an Otis Redding impersonator.
Yeah,
you will not be able to find one. Not a person on earth can do it. And the reason is because that's some seriously singular talent right there.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, this world is absolutely lousy with Frank Sinatra impersonators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's silly with it.
That's like Elvis or something. I don't
Exactly.
know.
It's exactly like Elvis.
That's like that was a bad example for my argument.
There you go, Tom. All right, let's move on.
All right. The Cook County Assessor's Office needs that money by in 11 days.
Yeah.
Now, does that mean this movie takes place over 11 days?
Yeah.
Are they in a rush to get them? Are they in a rush at the end because their time is running out, or because they're being chased by the law and the army?
No, because he has to get it. It has to be stamped by that day.
Yeah. So that's 11 days from now. I'm trying to think like ahead of.
Yeah, they put on.
Really account for 11. I guess they take a while getting the band together and stuff. I guess.
Well, here's the key. So they put the band together. They do a show at Bob's Country Bunker. Then they meet Maury Sline, and they put together a show at the Lake Winnipesaukee, whatever it was, not Lake Winnipesaukee.
Yeah.
It was whatever, the Grand Ballroom up there, and
right.
So
people yelling at us. I can hear them.
And they do the they print up the show bills, make the place look real nice. All that in 11 days. That's pretty ambitious.
But I think from that point, it's just a couple of days. I think once they talk to Maury Sline, it's
that's like a day or two. I think it's like the next day.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
But they did all that in 11 days.
That's impressive.
They put the band back together.
On the bike.
They obviously practice. They had to practice to get tight.
Did they? Or were they already tight?
Well, they practiced
McIntyre Murphy just storming out of the diner. All of them.
Oh, shut up, woman. No, I think...
Don't you blaspheme in here. Don't you blaspheme in here.
All right, we're getting ahead of ourselves. There's plenty of...
We are. It's hard not to. It's an excellent movie with a lot of good stuff
so maybe
in it.
We should,
and we're only just getting started.
Maybe we should close up then.
Yeah, I mean...
this episode?
We're
just quit the show?
Yeah, we're at 50.
Play us out?
Yeah, to end the show. We're at 50 minutes already.
That's true. All right. Everyone, are you satisfied? You've been entertained? You learned about Mike. You learned about what he's been up to. How he spent his summer vacation.
No, it's not summer vacation. It's how I spent my...
I know.
It's how I spent my...
euphemism.
Can I finish? It's how I spent my...
I was interrupting you.
It's how I spent my family and medical leave from work.
There you go. Now, okay, let me ask you this before we go. Are you you've got about a week left of this?
No,
are you apprehensive at all about going back to work and getting back to quote unquote normal?
Yes, I'm done with the program on Wednesday, and they said, well, if you want to stay till the end of the week, I said, yeah, goddamn, I want to stay till the end of the week because I had planned on taking.
Please.
Because I told them I'm done with the program on Wednesday, so my medical leave is over, and then I told work that I want to take the 2 days off to kind of decompress. But I said, I don't know what I'll do if I'm left to my own devices. So I'm like, yeah, let me come Thursday and Friday and ease into the weekend,
right,
and see how the thing goes.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah.
So you're saying you don't know exactly how you're going to feel when it's all done, but you're expecting to maybe I don't know, need some.
I'll be fine.
Have your fingers pried off the doorknob.
Yeah, and then I'm almost like if my team when I get back to work like didn't decorate my cubicle, I may break down.
There you go.
Like if they don't,
what the hell, guys?
Like I expect them to make a big deal about it. I'm like it's like I went in for I did the hard work.
Right.
Do you know how many graham crackers I've choked down? Do you have any idea?
I opened myself up. I don't see any of you assholes opening yourself up. I did the hard work for all of us.
See?
Well,
You work with a bunch of millennials.
Tom
I'm not
and
going
I
to
are gonna have to
understand.
call in your office and arrange it now.
Yeah, exactly. You don't know us, but we're saving your lives.
Yeah. that cubicle better be shining like a buffed with a fine chamois. He better be streamers and cake and everything, because he's not going to be
Beans,
happy.
sterilized, and disinfected.
All right, let's get going.
Chop, chop.
All right, let's go. Good night.
All right,
All
trivia.
right, chop,
is
chop.
just,
This is the end of what?
What's trivia?
Did you say it?
I don't want.
You
I don't want. No, I don't want trivia. I'm going to bed.
I'm
don't
gonna
have to
do
do it
one
every
Blues
time.
Brother trivia.
Yeah.
What's the brand? What brand of whiskey is Cab Calloway grabbed from the little the lunch
Oh,
box?
jeez.
It's not.
Now we could all cheat
It's not Jack
because
Daniels.
we have it in front of us.
It is Jack Daniels.
Yeah, because
It
it
is
was
Jack
a Jack
Daniels?
Daniels. It's kind of.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't like Jack. I think Jack
Oh,
Daniels
sure.
is.
No, I don't like it either, but it's clearly a Jack Daniels bottle.
Yeah, it was a Jack Daniels bottle.
Right.
You know. All right.
And that was trivia.
Oh, thank you very
Well
much.
done, everybody. All right. We
night,
segued right into the
everybody.
closing music because we're done.
Right.
We did minutes, what was this, 13 and 14? No, 15 and 16? I don't even
Yeah.
remember.
Mm-hmm.
These are minutes 15 and 16. We hope you had a good time.
Sometimes
I
it was
got
boring.
cut short with my introduction, so you don't know exactly what happened in the minute, but I think you got the idea.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Congratulations to Mike. Dan, you've done nothing, but congratulations to you too.
That's
I'm
true.
sure you're developing in your own ways behind the scenes. And please, everybody, keep developing until you come back next week for minutes 17 and 18 of the Blues Brothers here on the Blues Brothers
And make
Minute.
sure you practice. Everybody practice gratitude.
Yeah.
Yes, write it down.
Get your
Make it real.
gratitude attitude straight away.
All right. Go find
That's right.
Bye.
All of you.
Hey, you scratched my ankle.
Hey, thanks for listening to the show. Please find us online at bluesbrothersminute.com. That's Blues, B-R-O-S Minute. And then find us on Facebook at Blues Brothers Minute, same spelling, and at Twitter at Blues Bros Min. And if you want to support the show and get some fun stuff like early access to shows and postcards from the three of us, go to www.patreon, patreon.com/ditchdiggers. You'll be glad you did. And if you love this show, you will not hate the Caddyshack Minute, which you can find in the podcatcher of your choice, or you can head over to caddyshackminute.com. See you next time.